Hi everyone, hope you had a good weekend. This is CoinsKid. Welcome to the channel. Please do hit that like button and subscribe, and once again thank you for your continued support and all the really nice comments we receive across this channel. It's really good and really heartwarming that we're helping people in this space. Okay, so it's all good, So diving into Vechain, then you can see Vechain's looking really nice. It's very bullish, especially on the daily time frame. I just want to make you aware that if you was to see a fall through now of this level of support right here, because that is a level of support, I'll just drop that level of support in because that's a previous swing high. Okay, now if you was to see a bit of a correction down here and you start to lose this, then don't panic. Okay, don't panic if it was okay, because what you're getting a rollover in the RSI just there, you're a little bit overbought, so it's sort of coming back down, and you may see more of a correction here. Not financial advice and not an exact science, okay, but you may see it tumble a little bit and back test this as support. If it can hold that, that's great, because you'll start to form a new impulsive wave, and obviously we've got our price prediction there off that impulsive wave. But if it did lose this support, then do zoom out on your charts, okay, and look at the yellow line on the daily time frame, because that would be a fantastic area of support. Okay, and if you was to start falling through that, then again you would be looking at a relatively larger correction and a pullback, and I would definitely target the 55 EMA there, that red line on the daily time frame, because you can see as you go up here you get a little bit overextended look and you start to roll over, you come back down and you test the EMA there, and then you go through and you sort of wick down on that. It looks bad, but all it is, you just sort of got a little bit overextended, okay, and you're just rolling over and you're back testing support. Vechain is bullish. Vechain is bullish. Whenever I talk about these bearish scenarios like these rollovers and that, it doesn't mean I'm completely bearish. It's just showing you a level of support. So right now what I'm saying to you is Vechain looks good, but as you can see it's gone a little bit vertical there on the daily time frame, and it is starting to roll over. Okay, you can see there's a bit of selling pressure in there, but what this could do, and you do need to keep an eye on this as well, okay, is this could start paint a bit of a bull pennant on the daily time frame here. So something that looks like this. Okay, you got this sort of horizontal triangle which it's come up into it. Okay, so because it's coming up into it, you could actually have a breakout on Vechain, and it will be from the previous level of consolidation until it marched up. So you could be looking at a whopping pump out for Vechain, which would take us up to roughly that sort of target there. So do keep an eye on that particular pattern on the daily time frame. If you do see a bit of up and down, a bit of sideways action, that would allow this EMA to sort of creep up, consolidate for a bit. Looks a bit rubbish, looks a bit boring, like it's not making any progress. As long as it doesn't fall through these levels of support here, because then you will be looking at the retester for the 20 on the daily time frame, starts to form something like this, okay, on the daily, then you're looking at that bull pennant and you're looking at a potential breakout, and as you know, you've got your target there, because that's basically the previous level of consolidation, the next leg up, and that's how it works. Consolidation, the next leg up is measured by basically the flagpole there, just like this particular level here. You see where it sort of goes along in an ascending triangle, then it breaks out and it has a target was met just there at that level of consolidation. You see out there, look, let me draw it in for you. So we had a target was roughly something like that, wasn't it? And you see, look, it goes up, hits the level of consolidation, goes sideways, and then it goes up again. And when it goes up, you hit that level again and goes sideways. So it really is as simple as that. And this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. You don't want to see it going vertical. And I talk about this all the time, okay? Starts to go vertical, you're looking at that big, massive blow off top and that unnatural, unorganic growth. Okay, so effectively what I'm saying is, if we can form a bull pennant on the daily time frame here, it's a very bullish continuation pattern, not fall through these levels of support, then you are potentially looking at a bit of a nice pump up there to our price prediction that we laid down in yesterday's video, and potentially taking us up towards that 0.19 cents there for Vechain. We are in a bull market, it's all looking good, but there's one anomaly, as you know, is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's constantly having a bit of a go at that 60k, at the all-time high that over there at 61k, or what is it, 61. I'll have a quick look at Bitcoin right now just to confirm what that is. BTC USD. So the all-time high for Bitcoin is up there at 61,807. So if you start looking at Bitcoin and it's starting to close up at that level and taking that on and smashing it out the park, then you know Vechain is going to sort of carry out that bullish trajectory there that we've got targeted in the channel. But you can see the other day on the daily we had that horrible candle there, but Bitcoin has just shown enormous strength. It's bounced off it and it's just pumping up. It's a little bit far away from this daily at the moment. Okay, just drop that out. It's a little bit far away from a daily, and you can see when it does go up and gets a little bit too far from a daily, it rolls over. So look at how far that got from a daily, that mega pump there from that bottom, that that when it corrected and got back above the daily on the 20 EMA on the daily time frame, it bolted. Okay, so are you looking at a similar scenario right now for Bitcoin, where you've come down, you fell under the EMA, you got back above it, you've gone up, you fell down back, and you got back above it, you bounced along it? Are you going to look at that massive growth there for Bitcoin, smashing through this high, taking you to the new highs? Because if that does, then that will mean that this bull run is going to go on for a little bit longer, doesn't it? And we all want that. We don't all want Bitcoin to correct. On the MACD, on the daily time frame, look at that. You've got the bullish cross on the MACD just there, and the histogram's just going green there. You see that? It's just going green on the bar chart of the histogram of the MACD there. Do you see that? It's just going bullish. Bitcoin's having a go. It's having a go. It's having a go. Do keep an eye on that particular target there for Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin smashes through that, happy days for everybody. But obviously, if it does hit that and gets rejected and rolls over, then it's going to drag the market down a bit, and you'll start to see sort of Vechain come down and potentially fall on that lower level of support there. But in a minute, outlook is bullish, but always be wary of what potentially might happen. So what we're looking at here, presuming on the 4-hourly, just clean this up a little bit. We'll lay down some targets on the 4-hourly, okay? You've got a potential breakout there. We'll drop that in as well as a future price prediction out of this potential bull pennant that we're forming on the daily time frame here, this level of consolidation. So on the 4-hourly time frame, yeah, you can see it's pretty much going in a horizontal triangle type pattern there. It's bouncing off this 4-hourly EMA, the 20 EMA and the 4-hourly beautifully. Look at that coming up right on the base of our horizontal triangle, so to speak, the bull pennant. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking golden. Like I say, what I'll do, I'll try and make that a little bit prettier because I drew that. So we've got this sort of resistance going on at the moment for Vechain. See that? You've got a level of resistance where you're wicking up and you're hitting your head on something, okay? And then what you're doing, you're coming down and you're hitting your bum on something, okay? So you are caught in this sort of horizontal triangle, so to speak, just there. That's it. So you're sort of trading like that, and you know, the closer you start to get in this sort of triangle, the closer you get to the apex, the more likely you are to break out. So do keep an eye on that, because if you was to see that breakout, you could see that mega pump for Vechain, okay? And we've just measured that, which is just there. So that's your initial breakout point, which would actually see you march on, take out that target that we've got off of Fibonacci. Do you remember that we laid in yesterday's video? And then we've also got that price prediction up there. So full bull mode. Do keep an eye on Bitcoin, because it is all about Bitcoin, obviously, isn't it? And Vechain is doing really, really well. A little bit overextended on the daily there, but beautifully on the 4-hourly. Look how nice that 4-hourly looks now, okay? You do want to see that, because don't forget, this is going all the way up here, and the 4-hourly we're down here, starting to look vertical. What happens? Roll over. Always target the 4-hourly, okay, for pullbacks and tests of support, because that's the best time frame in my opinion. Okay, so you roll over here, buy, roll over here, potential buy, okay? Hold support, break out this triangle, push on. Good luck. But I've given you support levels. If you do start to see a correction, okay, and fall through, look where this red line is. You're creeping up to the previous swing high. Again, the level of support starts to get higher and higher, and this is what happens with these EMAs. As they creep up, they push the price up as well, because it's constantly falling back on it as support. Okay, and that's basically Vechain. Looking good, looking golden. A little bit overextended on the daily, but the 4-hourly is looking really healthy now. Caught in a level of consolidation in this potential sort of horizontal triangle type pattern that we've got going here. So 9 times out of 10 is a continuation pattern. Good luck everybody, because if that does break out, then you are looking at a potential pump for at least 30% for Vechain, and obviously up to that price target there, which is 14%. You can see, since we've made a price prediction, the breakout of that, you know, from there, if you'd have gone long on Vechain, you would currently be up 39%, and on the whole time high, you was 55%. So it's all golden. It's all golden. You have got a little bit of bearish scenario. You've got a little bit of a downtrend forming on the histogram there. Hence why you're sort of trading down here, and you're hugging this 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame there. But you know, get through that and get that test, because what's happening there? Look, you're bouncing on support, bouncing on support, bouncing on support, and you're constantly in support, and you're being supported by the 20 as well, and that's creeping up, and that's forcing you, and then you're hitting your head, resistance, 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 and it forces the breakout. You know, in a continuation trend, in a bull market, it does tend to pop up, but always be aware of the fact that it can equally break down, and that's why we do give you the support targets where you would see that bounce and where you would see that sort of getting bought up. Okay, and if it does get bought up and it bounces off that, then we're off to the races. It's all good. So that's Vechain. I'll keep you updated on Vechain, okay? Hope you enjoyed the videos, and thank you very much for the support and the continual nice comments on all the videos across the board here. Come on, Vechain, keep going, keep going. Very, very bullish. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.